Welcome to today's episode of Places, People, Purpose. Today's program is going to be a fun one as we go to the western shore of Hudson Bay and visit Churchill, Manitoba. Churchill is a remote and enchanting little town that holds a special place in the hearts of adventurers, nature enthusiasts, and wildlife lovers. Inaccessible by road, Churchill can only be reached by a 2-day train ride or plane trip from Winnipeg. Known as the polar bear capital of the world, Churchill offers a unique blend of natural wonders, cultural richness, and outdoor activities that make it a must-visit destination for those seeking an authentic northern experience. There are about 900 residents in Churchill, and one of our guides who grew up there said, "You have to be a little bit crazy to live in Churchill." We all laughed and assumed he said that because not everyone is going to be able to live in a place where it gets to 60 degrees below zero Fahrenheit or negative 51 degrees Celsius. I've been in sub-zero temperatures before, but I really can't even imagine how cold that is. Churchill has almost the same latitude as Moscow, Russia, and it stands as the most northern town in Manitoba, Canada. Hudson Bay, whose waters border the town, plays a vital role in shaping Churchill's climate. The bay can exert a moderating influence, resulting in milder temperatures compared to other places at similar latitudes. However, winter temperatures can still plummet to well below freezing, making it one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. The town's icy conditions are, in fact, a significant factor in its fame, attracting both scientists and adventurers seeking a glimpse of the Arctic's wonders. Churchill is perhaps best known for its incredible wildlife, which thrives in the unique ecosystems of the region. The two major wildlife highlights are polar bears and beluga whales, and there are about as many polar bears as people, and way more beluga whales than people in this unique place. Churchill is famous for being one of the few places on Earth where you can safely view polar bears in their natural habitat. Every year, hundreds of polar bears gather along the shores of the Hudson Bay in anticipation of the ice forming. The unique characteristics of the Churchill area promote ice formation earlier in the year than other places. The ice formation allows the polar bears to venture out onto the frozen sea to hunt seals, which is a major food source for them. Polar bears require an enormous amount of body fat to sustain themselves on land during the summer months, where there isn't any sea ice. While waiting for the ice to form, they can lose about 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds a day. So any place that tends to form ice earlier in the year and allow the polar bears to eat sooner will be one that they gravitate to, and Churchill is just such a place. With less and less sea ice forming every year, the bears have less time to hunt seals and build up necessary fat stores, leaving many bears to face starvation. This is one of the primary reasons why polar bears are currently classified as a vulnerable species. The local tour operators offer guided tours to see these majestic creatures on specially designed vehicles called tundra buggies. When we visited Churchill, we went with Lazy Bear Expeditions, and they took really good care of us. We did travel in the summertime when there aren't as many polar bears around, but we were still able to see some polar bears on our tundra buggy excursion. A very special experience was traveling on Lazy Bear's boat expedition to Fireweed Island. The fireweed was still in bloom when we went, with its magnificent pink color, and it provided a wonderful contrast to the white fur of the polar bears. I can't imagine seeing polar bears against a more beautiful natural setting. We have some really nice pictures of polar bears on our website, so please take a look at them if you have a chance. It is not always easy living in a polar bear habitat. As you can imagine, sometimes the bears wander into the town. For this reason, residents often leave their car doors and even homes open in case someone needs a quick getaway from a wayward bear. Walking around after dark is also very discouraged, as it's just not safe. Churchill has also developed a novel polar bear alert program, where people have a number to call and report a bear if they see one. The Polar Bear Alert Program exists primarily to keep people safe, but it does have a second main goal of also protecting the polar bears. If polar bears are reported, they are dissuaded from proceeding further by loud bear bangers that are blanks fired by shotgun. If they are still not deterred, they may have to be tranquilized and moved to the town's polar bear jail and held for up to 3 weeks. After their stint in jail, they are released on the ice if ice has formed on the sea. Otherwise, they are transported by helicopter far enough from town where they shouldn't return. Another amazing animal you are able to see in the summer months in Churchill are beluga whales. It is estimated that there are over 60,000 beluga whales in the region. Thousands of these playful white whales migrate to the Churchill River estuary to give birth and feed. Belugas are small, toothed whales. They are gray when they are born and turn white as they age, so you can distinguish the calves swimming with their mothers due to their gray color. Belugas are among the small number of whale species that don't have fins on their back. For these Arctic animals, lacking a dorsal fin provides a number of advantages. It cuts down on surface area, preventing heat loss, and allows them to travel closely under ice sheets. Instead of the fin, belugas have a prominent dorsal ridge on their back, a firm crest that may be used to break open breathing holes in Arctic ice sheets. Their neck is also very flexible, which allows them to move their heads up and down and from side to side. Belugas also have a very thick blubber layer that can be up to 5 inches thick. Belugas are about 5 feet long at birth and weigh 90 to 130 pounds. Adults grow to be about 10 to 15 feet long and weigh 2,000 to 3,000 pounds, or 907 to 1,361 kilograms. Belugas are extremely sociable mammals that live, hunt, and migrate together in pods, ranging from a few individuals to hundreds of whales. Belugas can produce a series of chirps, clicks, whistles, and squeals, which gives the beluga its other name, the canary of the sea. Many populations of belugas migrate as the sea ice changes in the Arctic. They move south in the fall as the ice forms and then return to feed again in the spring as the ice breaks up. They can also be found near river mouths and sometimes even venture upriver. In Churchill, you can take boat tours to get up close and personal with these gentle giants, and we would highly recommend kayaking on the Churchill River with the belugas. You are surrounded by these beautiful whales, and if you are there early in the morning, the stillness of the morning is only broken by the whales filling their lungs with air as they gently rise above the surface of the water. It's a beautiful and very peaceful experience. Lazy Bear also has a special experience called aqua gliding, where they put a reinforced swim mat behind a Zodiac boat. Oftentimes, the belugas are curious about the movement of the brightly colored mats and the people on them, so they'll swim very close to the mat. Of course, I had to try this, and when I went aqua gliding, I was actually touched by a beluga. It got so close. You can see this video and my unbridled excitement on our website videos or YouTube channel. It was a truly amazing experience. Other fun and interesting activities you can partake in while in Churchill include dog sledding and viewing the northern lights. Whether you are an intrepid explorer or a casual traveler seeking the wonders of the North, Churchill is a place that will leave an indelible mark on your spirit. It is a place where the wild beauty of the Arctic meets the warmth of a welcoming community, making it a truly extraordinary destination in the heart of Canada's North. That's all we have for today and today's episode on Churchill, Manitoba. If you enjoyed our podcast, please follow us wherever you get your podcasts. And please join us for our next episode of Places, People, Purpose, where we create connections to our world.